Shoaib, I will start with you. So as it currently stands, if I am a student from, say, Nigeria or wherever, and I get into, I don't know, Thicko's University in Idiotsville to study underwater basket weaving, I can bring 4 dependents with me, can I?
Well, it depends on the course, it depends on the level of the course, it depends on the degree and university. Not all students can, but many undergraduate, postgraduate, doctoral students can bring their wives and children with them, yes.
OK, and Alp, what's the crack when it comes to them staying after once the student has finished a completely bogus course?
Well, it's not only bogus courses, let's be clear about that, but anyone who completes a course here at a university degree can stay on for 2 years to work. Not to work in anywhere in particular, but any job at all. The vast majority do. In theory, those who come here, undertake courses, complete them, should be leaving and going back very often to countries where their skills and education are needed a great deal more than even we need them. That doesn't happen. We heard not so long ago that 97% of them do leave. In fact, they don't. And in the latest figures, we saw that of those who completed their studies and finished in 2019, the academic year, the end of 2019, 61% of them actually left. 40% of them still here. In addition to that, we have people coming from any number of universities, 50 universities from around the world, particular universities, who can come here and arrive, do any job without any question. That's daft, frankly.
Yeah, OK, Shoaib, I'll throw it back to you. You are a human rights lawyer. Well, would I have a case if I was one of these students to say, well, you've just changed the rules. What do you define as a top university? Do I have the natural human right to come and study in Britain?
I mean, I don't think you would have a natural human right, no. But I think, that's just, morally, financially, socially, culturally, that's just a good thing to do. I mean, so many of our, members of the current cabinet, our prime minister, studied abroad. That's where Rishi Sunak met his wife. He was studying in the US. He was an overseas student. And I think that's the thing, that's what we have to understand. I mean, obviously the Tory government, know the price of everything, the value of nothing. So the point is, it's not just about the money these people bring. But secondly, they do. I mean, just a study last year showed a net profit of, I think it was at 28 billion that foreign students bring every year to the UK. And so for all of these reasons, and also, like you said, what's a top university? I know for the government and so many of our elite,
That'd be Russell, probably,
either go to Oxford or Cambridge, or there's no point going to university. But obviously that's not true for the vast majority of us.
No.
And just like any British person can choose to go to any university, any course. So we should allow that to the others as well, who are spending a lot of, I mean, obviously our fees are one of the highest in the world.
Yeah, OK, just very quickly, thank you very much for that, Alp. I'll give just the final word over to you now. There is an element, isn't there, about soft power for Britain, the idea that we welcome in a load of people who are students, they spend a few years of their life here, they like the place, and it makes us look good on the world stage. And it props up smaller universities who otherwise will go bust.
All that, I agree with all that, and I spent years championing this country for overseas students to come here. But the fact is that many of them do come here and use it as a route to migrate and stay in this country. That is not what should be happening. We also opened up our university sector 20, 30 years ago. We doubled it effectively. And there are a lot of universities now who are not top-notch, to say the least, who are bringing people in, are totally dependent on overseas students. That has to end as well.